Siriusian Souls. If you are a Siriusian soul, your life has never felt light or simple. Even when everything looks calm on the surface, there is a deep internal sense of responsibility, as if you were born already knowing that others would lean on you. You did not come here to drift. You came here to hold. From a very young age, you felt that relationships were not a game. You felt that words carry weight, that promises matter, that presence is not optional. You often find yourself being the emotional anchor, the stabilizer, the one who stays clear when others collapse. You listen more than you speak. You notice shifts before they are spoken, and you rarely feel truly met in return. You may have wondered why love feels heavy instead of nourishing, why you attract people who need support rather than partnership, why you are often strong for everyone else, yet unsure where to rest yourself. This is not because you are doing something wrong. This is because your soul was built with a relational gravity that others unconsciously rely on. Siriusian souls often feel older than their age. You carry a quiet authority that does not come from control, but from clarity. You sense when something is off, even if no one else sees it yet. And because of this, you often take responsibility before anyone asks you to. Not because you want to, but because you cannot ignore imbalance when you feel it. At times, this creates loneliness, not the loud kind, but the subtle kind where you are surrounded by people and still feel unseen. You may ask yourself why connection feels like duty instead of mutual flow, why love feels like holding structure rather than receiving care. These questions are not weakness, they are signals. This video was created by the StarSeedSoul project, a system developed to bring clarity where spiritual language often creates confusion. It is not about belief or fantasy. It is about patterns, inner architecture, and lived experience. StarSeedSoul does not tell you who to be. It helps you recognize what has always been operating within you. If this resonates, it is recognition. And recognition is always the first step toward balance. Siriusian souls often experience relationships as responsibility rather than refuge. You love deeply, but your love quickly turns into holding, stabilizing, containing. You become the emotional ground on which the connection stands. You listen, regulate, soften, and absorb. And over time, love begins to feel like work. The core pain in relationships for this soul is imbalance. You give clarity, presence, and loyalty, yet receive uncertainty, dependence, or emotional chaos in return. You are rarely met with the same depth you offer, not because others do not care, but because they unconsciously feel that you can handle more, and so they place more on you. This creates a repeating destiny. You attract partners who are lost, wounded, or searching. People who feel calmer in your presence, but do not know how to truly stand beside you. You stay longer than you should. You explain more than necessary. You carry the relationship even when it quietly drains you, each time telling yourself that patience will eventually be rewarded. Over time, this loop creates exhaustion. Not dramatic burnout, but a slow inner fatigue. A sense that love costs you something essential. You may begin to question whether partnership can ever feel light, whether being needed has replaced being chosen. This pattern is not random. In the StarSeedSoul system, relationships move through different frequencies. Some connections awaken responsibility. Some demand sacrifice. Some are meant to teach balance through contrast. Understanding this does not mean blaming yourself or others. It means recognizing the role you are unconsciously playing. This same dynamic often appears in money and material life. Siriusian souls struggle not because they lack ability, but because they disconnect from receiving. You undervalue yourself. You give before asking. You wait to feel fully ready before claiming space. Money feels secondary to meaning, and yet the lack of it creates quiet tension. There is often guilt around wanting more, as if earning well might somehow betray your values, as if stability must be earned through service rather than choice. You may work hard, support others, and still feel that abundance stays just out of reach. At the core of this is a conflict between value and embodiment. You know your worth intellectually, but struggle to live it physically. To receive without explaining, to claim without apologizing, to exist without holding everything together. Until this conflict is resolved, relationships and money will mirror the same lesson, not punishment, but invitation. The shadow point of the Siriusian soul is not weakness. It is the fear of choosing yourself without justification. Deep inside, there is a belief that if you stop holding everything together, something will collapse, that love will disappear, that respect will be lost, that you will become unnecessary. This is the avoided truth. You have learned to equate value with usefulness, presence with performance, love with endurance, and so you delay rest. You delay receiving. You delay fully inhabiting your own life. The turning point for this soul comes quietly, not through conflict, but through recognition. There is a moment when you realize that maturity is not sacrifice, it is discernment. It is the ability to remain open without carrying what is not yours, to stay present without stabilizing everyone around you. As this shift happens, something profound changes. Relationships no longer form around need, but around resonance. You stop attracting those who lean and begin meeting those who stand. Love becomes mutual presence instead of emotional labor. Choice replaces obligation. In its integrated expression, the Siriusian soul becomes a field of calm authority. Not a caretaker, but a stabilizer by nature. Not someone who fixes, but someone whose clarity invites alignment. You bring coherence without effort, structure without control, trust without self-abandonment. This is where your true strength emerges. When you allow yourself to receive as fully as you give, when embodiment replaces duty, when value is lived, not proven. If this description resonates, you can explore your StarSeedSoul Origin through the Portal 11.11. The portal offers an initial recognition without labels or pressure. For those who feel ready to go deeper, there are activation transmissions created specifically for each origin. They are designed to gently realign you with your natural frequency and restore balance across relationships, value, and inner stability. You were never meant to carry the world alone. You were meant to bring order by being fully present within yourself. Stay here for a moment. Let the pace slow. Let the weight you have been carrying loosen its grip. You have spent much of your life being the point of stability in motion, the quiet center while others searched, the steady presence while others reacted. And in doing so, you forgot that stillness is also allowed to be yours. There is nothing you need to fix now, nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to hold together. Your nervous system can rest without losing purpose. Your heart can open without becoming responsible for the outcome. You are not here to absorb the world's imbalance. You are here to remind it what coherence feels like. And coherence does not come from effort. It comes from alignment. When you stand fully inside yourself, without leaning forward, without bracing, something subtle shifts. People feel it. Situations reorganize around it. Life responds not to your labor, but to your presence. This is the transmission of the Siriusian soul. Quiet, unforced structure, a calm that does not dominate. You are not meant to disappear into service. You are meant to exist as a reference point, a living signal of balance between connection and selfhood. Remember this. You do not lose love by choosing yourself. You refine it. You do not lose meaning by receiving. You embody it. Your origin has always known this rhythm. It has been waiting for your body and your life to catch up. You are a Siriusian soul, and your destiny is not to carry more. It is to stand fully where you are.